everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are gonna unbox my February 2020 Boxycharm base boxes. Apparently I received the two Boxycharm base boxes as well because I wanted to determine whether having premium on the same account would have an effect on the base box. So this month the base boxes came in different sizes. One is this size, which is a regular base box size. The other one is this gigantic one, which is supposed to be, I think it's the same size as premium boxes, but it has a red inside. So this one is definitely particularly made for base boxes. It's because of the iconic London eyeshadow palette, which is super big. But anyways, we are going to talk about that later. So before I start, I want to talk about the two products right here. One is a QMS Intensive Eye Cream. The other one is a Kat Von D Cake Pencil. The only reason I brought these two items out is because we received these items before in premium boxes. However, these two items were somehow included in this month's base boxes as well. The QMS eye cream is a choice item. It's a different size compared to previous premium box. The premium box eye cream, QMS eye cream was a 17 ml one. This one the 15 ml. The Kat Von D pencil liner, I think they are the same. Then it brought me a question whether previous premium box items are gonna be potential base box spoilers as well, because now we already have two items came from previous premium box to current base box now. I don't know, it's just interesting, but I will keep monitoring this closely. Now, let's first talk about this big box. This box actually came from an account without a premium on it. Again, this month's theme is Adore, which is really cute. So this one is variation 19, which weighed 2.1 pounds. However, I don't think it matters that much anymore because most people have already received their boxes. I received one of my boxes so late. Actually, the first box, this box was the one I received the first, then it came like a week before the other box. So that's why it got me so late. But anyways, I still want to put my information there, so you know. The first item in this box is iconic London Day to Slay eyeshadow palette, which retails for $62. So it's a very neutral tone, like everyday type eyeshadow palette. The formula is really good. I really enjoy this palette. So I'm gonna do a try on later, so you're gonna be able to see how this eyeshadow palette performs. The second item is the Luxie Complexion Sponge Set, which looks like this. Apparently, I have used all of these, and two of them have been wet already, so they're a lot larger. These sponges are really dense. So I'm gonna talk about this later a little bit more as well. So if you still remember my previous video talking about different sponges, these are somehow the traditional group, subgroup 3. So I'm gonna link that video down below, so if you guys are interested in checking that out. Not my favorite sponges, but you know, people may have different opinions, but these are not for me. By the way, these sponges retail for $40. I don't know. I don't know about $40. Honestly, I think these sponges I probably could get for $5. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Luxie Beauty is bad. I totally enjoy their brushes, and I just ordered a $400 brush set from them on Boxy Pop-Up. Of course, I paid $79 instead of $400, but the original price is $400. So I'm really looking forward to that brush set. The third item is the Amiga Supernova Moisture Plus Shine Cream, which looks like this. It's a 100 ml tube. I haven't used this one yet because originally I thought my hair usually have oily type of a problem rather than, you know, fuzzy type of problem. However, now I'm trying to style my hair a little, so it seems like I'm gonna need this type of products more and more in the future, so I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit, then see what I think. Oh, sorry, the hair cream retails for $25. Then the fourth product is this First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. I heard good things about this. However, I haven't used this one yet. I'm not very sure. I actually was planning to use it before makeup today, however, I forgot. So I'm gonna try it the next time. I'll let you know what I think. I heard very good things about this, so I'm actually looking forward to using this. And these pads retails for $16. Then the last item in this box is this Evile Refreshing Cleansing Hemp Wipes. So this one retails for $10. Honestly, these pads are really nice. I think this pad has 15 wipes. So I used it one time already. Then when I tried to use it, I was super nervous because one of the worst breakouts I had this winter was because of some bad wipes that I used. So I was super nervous because after that breakout, then I switched to some homemade makeup removal oils that I made for myself. So it has, it's a little bit messy to use and it's really oily and greasy, but it does the trick and it works very well for my skin. That's why I kept using it. But these wipes definitely brought me hope. These are very awesome. I definitely like them. The total value for this box is $153. So it's a very good box. I like it. The second box is this smaller box. It has a premium on the same account. So I selected the Becca foundation on this account. Then this box is interesting because Boxycharm sent me a virtual card like several days before I received this box. Then there's no card in this box. When I received the virtual card through email, I was really surprised. I was like, hey, is this a thing? Boxycharm actually started sending us cards before we receive the bags now. Not bags, boxes now. However, when I received the box, I realized, oh, there's no card in there. That's why Boxycharm sent me that card electronically. But honestly, I think Boxycharm really should think about doing this. Just send us what we're gonna get like earlier every month, so we know what we're expecting. You know what I mean? Just like Ipsy, I actually like that feature. But yeah, I get it. A lot of people may like surprise when they open the boxes, but I'm just not that type of person. I can't wait. Because I received a virtual card, so I actually have to read from my phone. Okay, so it looks like this on the phone. I'm not very sure if you can see it. I hope you can. Yeah, then afterwards, it has everything I received. It's a pretty long, well, not that long email, but it has all the information that's supposed to be on a card. So the first product is this Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. I selected that item. I'm gonna have a try on later, so you're gonna see my opinion on that one. So I just want to go quicker with this. So the second product is WWCosmetics Complexion Brush Trial. These brushes are awesome. They look like this. It comes with a contour brush, a complexion brush, and a brightening brush. Of course, I have used them already, so they're very, very awesome. Then the third item is a Seattle London Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder. So I know a lot of people have sensitivity with coconut, but I don't, so I use everything with the coconut. But anyways, so this setting powder is pretty good. It's very silky and very easy to work with. I really like it, except that I forgot to use it under my eye area when I was doing try on. So I had to do like this area with a powder and on my nose. So, but it worked very, very well. The reason that I don't do under eye area is because it's very dry in winter. Then it tends to exaggerate my texture, which could make me look like a 90-year-old. So apparently that's not what I want. That's why I try to avoid powder throughout the winter. But I was gonna do the try on anyways on the video just for you guys. I totally forgot just because I don't have the habit to do powder anymore. So sorry about that. Then the last two items were overlapping with the other box. They are the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads and the wipes, makeup removal wipes. So I'm not going to show them anymore, but I know I forgot to tell you the retail value for the products in this box. But so I'm going to tell you now. The Becca foundation is $44. The WWCosmetics complexion brush trial is $36, and the Seattle London setting powder is $22. The rest two you already know. Now I'm gonna add up the value for all of these and let you know the overall value. Okay, so its overall value is $128, so it's just a little bit above their promised value. But honestly, I don't mind this box. I actually think this box makes me more excited, than the other box, even though the other box has a higher value. I think mostly because of the Alamo brushes and the setting powder. So those two items I'm very, very happy with. So see, sometimes the value does not really mean a lot of things. Now, if you're interested in seeing me playing with these products and create this makeup look, then just keep on watching. So I've primed my face. Today the primers we used are Tarte Base Tipped Primer and the Farsali Liquid Glass. So I really like this combination. Whenever I use these two primers together, then my makeup never moves. So today we're going to use this backup foundation. Honestly, I'm not very sure how much coverage it's going to give, so I'm just going to do one pump, then go from there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, that's not a lot. It's actually 2 pumps. But we'll see. Of course, we are going to use this sponge from the Luxie sponge set. I chose the gray one because I figured we could use the other larger one to do our powder later. So let's start. Done with the foundation. So I have to say this foundation is pretty dry. So on my skin, it does feel nice. I mean, it feels like when you apply the foundation, it becomes a part of your skin, which is nice. However, because it's really drying and my skin is dry, so what ended up happening was it really extracted my texture in the pores. So honestly, I have had so many foundation for quite some time, then it never happened. Honestly, and also the sponge is a little bit too dense, so it made the application of the foundation a little bit difficult because it's so dense. It's just like when you press down, it does not, how do I say it? It does not give enough moisture to the skin, and also it cannot apply foundation with a larger area. I know I didn't use this side, I just used this tip. You may want to say it's because of I used a smaller side, but I mean, I used a beauty blender this way. And it didn't happen to me with a beauty blender. So I think the density of this sponge is a little bit too much. Yeah, I had to go back to beauty blender because I wanted to see if that's really the sponge problem or a combination problem. So when I used the beauty blender, it was still a little bit difficult to apply the foundation. I think it's because of the dryness of the foundation. Then, but at least it worked better than this Luxie sponge. I'm sorry, this one is not gonna be my favorite. Okay, now the foundation is dry, so I can see it's better now. So it kind of like melts with my skin, becomes like a part of my skin. So it looks better now. It does not have the cakiness that I had when I just put the foundation on. So that's good. At least I think this foundation is okay. I probably will be able to wear it when the temperature is higher and the humidity is higher. So yeah, and the color works pretty well on me. And also, I have a problem with the foundations that pretty much every foundation oxidizes on me, but this one seems to be okay. Now I'm gonna use this ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer to highlight my under eye area and nose and stuff. We're gonna use this mini sponge from the Luxie sponge set. Of course, I have dipped it already. Okay, I don't know what to say. because it completely wiped off my foundation. So I guess I'm still gonna go back to my beauty blender because yeah, I think it's probably because the foundation is drying and my skin is dry, so my foundation is not sticking to my skin very well. I'm gonna go switch to beauty blender and see if they fix the problem. By the way, you know what I found out about this foundation? So usually when I use a beauty blender to apply foundation, I use dabbing motion. So it seems like with this foundation, it's better to use drying motion. I don't know if it's just because of me or it's the way the foundation is or it's my skin type. By the way, I have dry skin, so if you have dry skin, you may experience the same problem. This foundation is actually beautiful because it has a very high coverage, so even if you drag it around, it's still gonna, you know, cover up your skin. So it's a pretty good foundation actually. Now we're gonna do the bronzer. Today we're gonna use this CoverFX Perfector Face Palette. I really like the bronzer in here. This is the perfect color for me. And because we received these Alamo brushes, so we're gonna take, I think it has a bronzer brush in there, which is supposed to be the biggest one, I believe. Yes, that's the biggest one. So these brushes are actually very nice. They are very soft, and this bronzer brush, the bronzer brush has a texture on the top. I don't know if it helps with anything, but you know, we're gonna see what happens. Usually I prefer a, you know, more fluffy brush to do my bronzer because I feel like when you use a fluffy brush, it's easier to blend out, but we'll see. This one is relatively more dense compared to the bronzer brush that I usually use, but let's try that. I almost dropped it. This is an awesome brush. I really like it. It blends bronzer really well. But yeah, of course, this CoverFX palette, the bronzer has a very good formula too, so it's very blendable. And with this brush, they work perfectly together. So I really like this brush. Also, yeah, actually we received this CoverFX from one of the Boxycharm boxes as well. Now let's try this complexion brush, I believe, and do the blush. Today we're gonna use this Hourglass blush in the shade Dim Infusion. It's kind of like a coral, peachy, not really peachy, so I would say coral color. So these blushes are not super pigmented. That's why we can play with. I actually like it. I mean it in a good way, by the way. So blushes are not like eyeshadows. You don't want them to be super pigmented. Otherwise, it's gonna be really difficult to work with. So I like these blushes. See, these blushes are so good. They're so blendable. They're not super pigmented and easy to work with. They're just difficult to go wrong. Okay, we made a mistake. I forgot to try this Seattle London setting powder. It's because I haven't used the setting powder for so long. It really dries out my skin and exaggerates my texture. So it's just super difficult for me to use setting powder. But I wanted to try it today actually, but I forgot. I guess what we can do is I'm gonna put some powder right here and see how it works. I actually like the color of this powder. It's translucent. It's difficult for me to use those colored powder because I don't know why everything oxidizes on me. Then sometimes when I want to highlight my under eye area, after I apply the powder, it ended up, you know, the area ended up even darker. So yeah, but let's see. I usually don't bake my powder. So honestly, I don't even know how to do it. probably doing it wrong, but that's okay. This powder is actually really nice. It has a little bit like a coconut smell. It's not very strong, but just a little bit. Now let's wipe it off and see what happens. That was actually really nice. I think I'm gonna enjoy this powder, honestly. Last, let's do the highlighter. Today I'm still gonna use this Caravax palette and use this highlighter color right here. The brush we're gonna use is this last Alma brush, which is brightening brush. It's a little bit bigger than the regular highlighting brush that I use, but that's okay. Let's try it out. Today I'm gonna blend out my highlighter a little bit anyway, so it might work better. By the way, these brushes are very nice. Everyone works pretty well. I think this is gonna be one of my favorite brush sets. Okay, now we're ready for eyeshadows. Today, of course, we're gonna use this iconic London Day to Slay eyeshadow palette. But first, I take a super fluffy brush to go in this color called In the Nude. Again, I'm gonna do a base. This shadow blends beautifully and very true to the color. Next, we're gonna take this blendy color right here and put it in my crease. Now we're gonna take this deep brown shade, which is called Deep Soul, to go to the outer corner. I am always very nervous when I have to use dark brown shades, so because these shadows usually are not super good, but let's see how this one performs. Yes, the pigmentation is a little bit weak, but let's see how it blends. Okay, so it's a little bit patchy, but not too bad. So it's like not the best, but not the worst either. Sometimes I think I just want to torture myself. Yes, I know you're not going to be so good, so let's try you out. However, on the other hand, I think as a reviewer, it's kind of like my responsibility to try things that may be bad, then letting you guys know, right? Now I'm going to use another fluffy brush for this color called Ultimate 10, then just to blend out everything together. Today I'm planning to be a little bit crazier with my under eye area. That's why I'm taking these 3 shades that I used earlier to blend them together under my lower lash line. Honestly, I'm not too sure what to expect. That's why we just have to see what happens as we go. Basically, what I tried to achieve was something like round around my eye area, which is something that I never did before. Sometimes I saw people do that, and I really want to try that. I don't think it's perfect, but it's getting close. It's okay, we can try next time as well. I'm gonna take this Pretty Vulgar concealer, which we received from a February Boxycharm box, and apply a little bit. So I think it's difficult for me to cut crease because I have hooded eyes. But let's try it out. Guess what? It's a lot easier to watch other people do it. But yeah, I think, well, it's not perfect, but maybe it's okay. Let's see. I decided to use this color called the Champagne Chick right here, which is kind of like a champagne glowy color. This champagne color is very beautiful, and I think the concealer totally increased its intensity, so it turned out very well. Then I want to try something even crazier, so I'm gonna take this supposed to be eyeliner brush, I believe. Then I'm gonna take some of this Seattle London liquid eyeshadow. So it's supposed to be a very shimmery, glittery type of eyeshadow. Then I'm gonna put it in right in my crease. I know I'm gonna succeed, but let's see. I probably should have put it right on top of that golden color, not champagne color that I put on, so it won't affect my lash line. Because I do have a hooded eyes, right? Okay, so it did not go perfectly. That's why instead of doing a fine line, I ended up doing a chubbier line. But it's I guess it's okay. It's a little bit out of my comfortable zone, but that's okay. It's probably the direction that we are going for anyways. So now I'm gonna go offline and do some eyeliners and put on some lashes. I'll be right back. So this is a look I came up with Boxycharm Base Box products this month. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please consider subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of makeup tutorial, beauty box unboxing videos, beauty products review videos, and sometimes I do DIYs. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.